Hey guys, Snake, and I'm going to react to the Splatoon 2 direct thing. Why? Because I want to see what things are they going to add to this terrible game that I'm going to hate when I get it, because it's going to be so frustrating that I'm going to literally implode out of my mind. Anyways, it's about to start in I think a minute. Yes, it's going to start in a minute, I think. I don't know. If this doesn't start in a minute, I will be very sad, because I'll have to wait here for 3 hours. Okay, it should... Uh-oh. Let me get back here.
Research Lab have returned to present our latest
findings. Okay, it started.
And keep your tentacles inside the vehicle at all times. It's been 2 years since that fateful day when the Inkling squid species hooked me with its amazing abilities.
Okay.
To shoot ink in humanoid form and to swim through ink in squid form.
What is this?
From these goopy depths, a radical squid culture has emerged. Inklings have developed a taste for combat and competition, not to mention fashion. The ceremonial turf war is one.
Are they just going to release outfits?
In which 2 squid squads of 4 face off to see which team can cover the most turf with ink. This popular
I already know this.
Isn't going anywhere.
It's
which
very
rageful. Popular
rageful.
is ranked battle.
I want
the
it to die.
Teams and players compete online to achieve a higher rank and ultimate bragging rights. Here in Inkopolis Square, Inklings prepare for ritualistic face splattering by equipping gear and weaponry. But it's not all doom and gloom. All squid gear is designed for both function and fashion. In fact, everything about Inkopolis lends to its reputation as the foremost happening place in the world. As you can see here, communal aspects of Inkling society are greatly valued. But so is individual expression. Nice shoes. Like other cephalopods, Inklings can even choose their skin and eye color. But unlike regular squids, they have custom hairstyles and leg wear too. The various clothing and shoes
you can change your hair when you start the game.
Called gear, and has important roles in these battles too. Both looking good and good abilities are needed to be fashionable. Let's take a look at some gear. It takes more than style to win a turf war.
I was right.
Luckily, the Galleria, over on the left, houses a row of popular gear and
weapons
shops.
Okay. All this is really just
each item you acquire here has one
them talking about
or more abilities
different
that should prove
clothes.
effective in battle. So, let's take a look inside,
This
shall
is
we?
actually pretty sad. Why? Stop lagging. Stream.
This is the headwear shop.
Oh, they have a different person for the shop.
Got fashion on the brain? So does Flo. From hats to glasses, this sea slug carries it all. Though I must say, she's a bit of an odd one.
Why is she odd? That is actually very mean.
Inklings like to think of her as their crazy old aunt. Ye Old Cloth Shop is a clothing boutique run by a jellyfish named Gelfonzo. Unlike most jellyfish, he can speak the Inkling language. But it's almost as if he learned to speak Inkling by reading ancient Inkling literature. His strange manner of speaking aside, the young squids of Inkopolis are crazy about his wares.
Bye.
Next up, the shoe shop, Shella Fresh. They have all kinds of footwear here.
Did they really just swap out all the characters?
Boots, you name it.
For like bootleg versions of the characters that used to run the shop in the first Splatoon?
And might I add that Bisque is the least crabby spider crab I've ever met.
He doesn't look like a crab at all.
And he's a pretty chill guy to, well, to boot. Last but not least, let's hit up the weapon shop.
Sheldon's still here.
You may recognize the horseshoe crab who runs the place. Sheldon has a gift for weapon design.
Why?
And his uncanny ability to blather on about ink weaponry is second to none. Now, I know what you're thinking. If only you could tune out his weapon dissertations with the press of a button. Well, now you can. Sheldon's really outdone himself. I can't wait to study these weapons in greater detail.
You're torturing a horseshoe crab. Oh, weapons.
To start, weapons come in
I bet the first weapon's gonna be the Nick Killer Bomb.
A main weapon,
it instantly goes to when I'm playing. When you shoot it, and I instantly explode and I die and I get banned from Splatoon 2.
First. Your standard shooters are great for both splatting opponents and inking turf. There are many different types of shooters to choose from. Rollers are adept at inking turf quickly and devastating at close range. They can steamroll opponents while rolling along the ground.
I'm sorry that the string is actually really bad right now.
At bay.
Like, it's lagging
Chargers
like
are
crazy.
long-range weapons well suited for sniping distant foes. They have a long and narrow ink trajectory, which is ideal for creating ink lanes.
Great! Now those people who randomly shoot me from the sky is gonna shoot me again in the same exact
splatling cannons like
sequel to the game that they shot me in the air.
But what a torrent it is! They're slow though, and the long charging time leaves you vulnerable. Sloshers may be a rather unconventional weapon type, but there's no arguing with a full bucket of ink to the face. Blasters
also, I don't get it. Why does
explodes on impact or in midair?
Kill the squids. It's just ink. It's paint. You paint. Literally, my wall is pretty much covered in ink. So, and I touch it every day, pretty much. So, why am I not dead?
So you may want to shop around.
Maybe it's because that they shoot the ink into their mouth and then they get poisoned and then they die. Maybe that's
some of the weapons have extra functionality that was not present in the first game. Chargers now let you keep your charge while swimming around.
Great!
Rollers can be swung vertically to increase your range.
Great! Great!
And the new dualies
that's gonna help me not die.
As you can see, some weapons open up some interesting
that may help me actually. I just dodge.
But what good is R&D without the development?
There's crayons on that. Of course.
The Clash Blaster. It has short range, but its high firing rate and explosive tendencies keep the enemy at bay.
It has crayons.
Introducing the Flingza Roller. Its horizontal swings are fast, and though its vertical swings take longer, they fling ink further too. Believe it or not, the roller changes shape depending on how you swing it. I wonder if
what is that?
Shape-shifting has a special significance to inklings.
It does.
Introducing the Goo Tuber. This one is special. It holds a charge for an extremely long time. And as a result, you can move to a better location while powered up and unleash a mighty sneak attack.
Great!
Ka-chow! Introducing the Dapple Dualies.
Dapple Dualies.
Even for a pair of dualies,
I thought you already made the Splat Dualies, but it's Dapple Dualies.
Less time dodge rolling and more time winning.
We want to kill Nick while he's playing Splatoon, and he's gonna have a heart attack. He's gonna die.
But what about sub-weapons? In addition to spreading ink,
we have the Nick Killer.
Sub-weapons provide other abilities that help with
kill you
and reconnaissance.
Your name is Nick.
Some are really making waves with inklings. For instance, the Autobomb locates and hunts down enemies. The aptly named Toxic
Goodbye,
can be thrown at enemies, surrounding them in a harmful gas.
This just makes me not want to get this game.
That's just the beginning. New sub-weapons are currently in development. A plethora of unexpected tactics are possible when you mix and match your weapon combinations. So try them out and find what works for you.
That was.
Now for the all-new special weapons. And by all new, I do mean all of them are new. As veterans know, you have to cut
What
a turret
is
to
wrong
fill
with
up
my
your
fourth
gauge, or no special weapon for you. Additionally, when another
Okay,
player's
I
special
need
gauge
to
is
stop
full,
right now
their
for 1
UI
second
icon
because
will
I need
glow,
to reset my
giving you
timer
more
for the thing. Wait. So, they have
lock onto
10
enemies
some
and fire
missiles.
multiple projectiles.
Yes, okay.
The inkjet enables you to fly through the air and launch explosive globs of ink at the enemy team.
Guess what? That's not gonna help me.
Stingray fires
Do you have
high-pressure ink
a
that can
bomb
somehow shoot through walls.
that just destroys the other team? It makes you win.
The splashdown clears out enemies by causing an ink explosion after you dive down to the ground from the air.
That would be cool. Like, it's only accessible by me.
The ink storm is
And I get it, and it just boom, and then all the other
always making
teammates
it
die,
rain.
and then
Ink.
I just have to wait until
The
I
bomb
win.
launcher allows you to launch a barrage of bombs onto the battlefield.
Okay, this is like the bomb rush thing. Okay.
Ink armor increases
Okay. Why is this
the defense of all your allies for a set period of time, completely negating the damage
that
from a single attack.
that actually is going to help me.
No matter how
Thank you,
strong.
Nintendo.
And finally, the ball puts you in a giant, explosive hamster ball that will roll you wherever you want, even up walls. Just imagine the possibilities afforded by each of these
Really?
special weapons.
A hamster
So
ball.
far, we've examined inkling gear, weapons, and the
And I thought that this game couldn't
strengths
get
and
any weirder.
weaknesses inherent to
You
each of
roll
them.
around in a
It's
splat
important
ball
to choose the right ones to take
in a
into
hamster
battle from the
ball, and it
stage
explodes
and mode
out
you've
of a period of
selected.
time.
Speaking of only adds to your coverage, it reduces theirs and restricts their movement around the stage. Inklings will do battle anywhere. City streets, a sports club, an academy, a concert, a racetrack, and so on. Catch my drift? I certainly hope so, because these stages are riddled with hazards, such as this shipyard. Either use them to your advantage or get splatted. It's your move. In
Please make it stop. Make it
addition to
stop.
turf war, serious squids can experience the thrills of ranked battle. There are 3 modes that rotate every 2 hours. Splat zones. Fight for control of the splat zones placed on the stage. The team that maintains control of them
I
longest
should have
reigns
recorded
supreme.
this earlier. Because this lag is actually really terrible.
Tower control. Fight for control of a tower that moves on rails when you're standing on it. Ride it all the way to the goal in the other team's area to win. The tower will stop at key checkpoints, resulting in fierce battles for possession.
Yeah. As you can see by my face here, that I'm actually mentally broken. From
The team
this
that
direct.
carries the Rainmaker to the goal in the other team's area will be declared the winner. The Rainmaker itself is a weapon that can fire powerful charge shots. Pushing your team forward while protecting the Rainmaker is the key to victory.
You know that Nintendo tries to make fun
As you win
games
ranked battles, your rank
for kids.
will increase.
This is not a
This will
fun game
result in
for
being
kids.
matched with players of a similar skill level in future
This is for people who want to
ranked
die.
battles. This
Pretty
time
much.
around, you'll have a separate rank for each mode.
Well, Gerard's dead.
Prove you can out-ink the competition, and you may even move up 2 or more ranks at a time.
Why is that Inkling carrying it
League
like
battles
this?
allow you to form a team with friends.
What is it,
fight
crazy?
alongside
That's
them,
crazy.
And battle your way to the top of the
Inkling.
charts.
It's crazy.
You can enlist one other friend to form a pair and be matched with another pair, or connect with 3 friends to form a 4-squid team. League battles play out as ranked battles over a 2-hour period, or until the stages change. Your score is based on your wins and losses during that period. If you play well, you can receive an in-game medal to commemorate your awesomeness. Now then, oh, well, if it isn't Merch, the sea urchin. Talk to this guy and take your gear from fresh to freshest. Depending on the ability, you could reduce your ink consumption or move a bit faster. You see, gear have different kinds of abilities. Some for headwear, some for clothing, and even shoes. Let's see, I have a number of trendy gear abilities listed here. First up, Thermalink. This ability allows you to track distant players that you've hit with your main weapon. The Object Shredder ability increases damage dealt to all non-player targets.
Why?
Quick Respawn reduces your respawn time if you get splatted repeatedly without splatting anyone yourself.
Why? Of course. You know that this game just wants
On
me
the flip
dead.
side,
Because
Respawn Punisher increases respawn
it's
time,
just, I
and
don't
the
know.
special gauge spawn penalty for you and any player who splats you.
Why? Why?
And the drop roller lets you tilt the left stick during the super jump to perform a forward or sideways roll when you land.
That may help, but I don't think I'm gonna use it.
Want to know what you're up against? Check out the other player's gear on the map screen.
Are you just gonna do that mid-battle? Nobody's gonna do that.
Unique challenges.
Nobody's gonna go
so
to that
it pays to
screen
study
and
not
give me
only
that.
your gear, but the competitions
What
as well.
gear does this person have?
Remember, Merch can add or remove gear abilities. Now,
Can
for the
you
job
please make
everyone's
this
been
stop?
talking about. I have some new information
I just want this to
that I'm
stop.
happy to share. The job description says it's easy work
Just to
with
stop.
good pay. Work together as a team of 4 to splat salmonids and collect their power eggs. Apparently, this is the place that's hiring. Looks kind of shady, if you ask me. They're not
That's
always hiring,
because
though.
all
They're only open
fisherman
when the
stuff
salmonids are on the move.
is shady and supposed to look
Let's
like
see.
there's a
I
serial killer
Pulled some
in there.
strings and got
So
a hold
that's
of this manual.
see, it's something called
It's all
salmon
about
run, and then
salmonids, which I'm
people fish for salmon.
all about studying. It sure helped out back at the lab, especially when studying dangerous boss salmonids. Ah, the steel eel. These salmonids block your path with their long bodies and lay down ink wherever they go. Flyfish use jetpacks to hover while firing
That does not look like a fly fish. That doesn't look like a real world fly fish. That looks nothing like an actual fly fish. That doesn't look nothing like a steelhead. That looks nothing like a steelhead trout.
And then throws them at targets.
It looks nothing like that.
I'm afraid that's not all. Other undiscovered species of boss salmonids lurk in the depths. Science changes.
Rest in peace, that person who got eaten alive by a giant shark.
Stay on guard.
This actually looks really, really cool, the salmon run.
When fog hits, salmonids will attack from all sides.
The thing is, I'm gonna die a lot.
As night falls, ferocious salmonids will rush you with incredible speed.
Okay.
Indeed, it certainly is dangerous work. However, special rewards make it more than worth the trouble. Some items can only be earned in Salmon Run. They may open up new possibilities in battles, so why not give it a go?
Because I don't want to.
Next, I'll detail a new service in Splatoon 2 that will help you stay in touch with Inkopolis, even when you're not near your console.
Is this a voice chat thing?
Say hello to Splatnet 2, a service that puts information
Splatnet
such as
2.
stage schedules, gear, and stats
Even
at your
though there's not even the Splatnet 2 1. That makes sense. Makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
In Splatnet 2, you can view detailed results for the last 50 and get an in-depth look at the weapons and gear wielded by the players in those battles.
And it's reset the timer, so...
You can also look at your win rates for specific modes and stages, helping you to analyze and improve your game. You can also view your lifetime
Splatoon
engage,
is just
a feature
filled
that
with
shows you
squid jokes. You see the
how much
inkling right
you've
here.
inked compared to real-world
She
places.
basically has an iPhone, but it's in the shape of a squid.
And for you gearheads out there, there's also a separate Splatnet shop that allows you to send gear to merch in Inkopolis Square. He'll keep it in the back for you. Splatnet 2 will be available to use via a smart device app called Nintendo Switch Online. The Nintendo Switch Online app allows you to invite other players who also have the game to join private battles, league battles, SPLATFEST battles, and communicate with those players using voice chat. When using voice chat, you'll automatically be split into your in-game teams, so you can talk specifically to teammates. Give it a go!
I don't actually really like how the voice chat's gonna work. I mean,
you seem
have your
fresh,
Switch,
as Inkling said,
and then you connect
so
it to your headphones,
in the know.
but at the same time you have this little device here. You need to connect your Switch to that thing, and connect that thing with your headphones, and then you connect another thing to your phone. There's a bunch of wires everywhere. It's just a voice chat.
Here you can
just
set the
integrate
control
it into the
sensitivity.
system. It's easy. You just
Separately
integrate it
for
into the
TV
system,
and handheld mode.
and then bam, you have voice chat.
And there's
hey,
also
Jerry,
a handy sort
like,
feature.
Hey, Jerry, I have this giant bag.
Next on my list is amiibo figures.
Okay.
You can save your control settings, gear, and weapon loadout, and nickname to any Splatoon amiibo. Then, you just tap that amiibo on any Nintendo Switch console to instantly use those settings. What's more, you can also get exclusive gear from amiibo, or strike a pose and snap a photo with them.
Okay.
Brand new Splatoon 2 series amiibo will be available.
Okay.
And the original Splatoon series amiibo figures are compatible as well. Feeling artsy?
I'm not feeling artsy. I'm feeling dying from this whole entire Splatoon 2 direct.
If you submit your fresh drawings here, they might show up in battle stages and in Inkopolis Square. You can post to some of your social media sites too. Science truly is Squid's best friend. Also, food. Inklings love to grab a bite at Krusty Sean's place. Munch down on this
Christy
stuff, and you'll
Sean.
get more points and
My
money from
man,
battles.
Christy Sean is in this game.
That reminds me. Here at the Shoal, you can play locally with friends using their own Nintendo Switch consoles.
Okay.
You even get to pick any mode or stage you want. Most players at the Shoal will likely use wireless multiplayer. But for more serious competitions, LAN play is also possible. I almost forgot to mention that the Inkling music scene is flourishing. You can play Squid Beats 2 and time your button presses to the beat.
Is this Just Dance 2? If you say if this is just Squid 2, I'm going to kill myself. I'm joking. I'm not going to kill myself. That would be too sad.
Notice this manhole or squid hole in the plaza? It leads to the home of the Octarians, arch nemesis of the Inklings.
Then cover it.
Will put your prowess to the test.
Have some military guys right next to it. The Octarians can just go through there and just destroy the whole entire student complex, and that's not going to be good. So just cover it with some military guys.
It's also a great place to learn the battle basics. You can take different weapons into battle and master their many uses and nuances in combat situations.
Why?
Oh, and what's up with Marie? She looks awfully worried about something.
Are they unveiling that Callie's monster?
We've seen some fresh weapons, gear, and stages today. But what more can science offer us? How about some content updates? New weapons are in development. Say hello to the Brella. Much like an umbrella,
they had a hamster ball. Now they have an umbrella.
Press and hold the button to open it up and block enemy attacks.
I'm actually going to be using that a lot.
And if you continue holding down the button, you can even do this. Of course, once used, you won't be able to open it for a while, so be careful.
Why? Why can I not just infinitely open my umbrella?
Weapons are on the way.
Hamster ball? Umbrella? Now it's a bubble blower.
Of course, new gear too. Fashion is a fickle beast after all. Over time, more stages will become available as well. Over at the lab, we're crazy excited to calculate the many ways this will change the game. Expect weapon, gear, and stage updates for around a year, along with 2 long years of Splatfests. I guess you could say it'll stay fresh. But what is a Splatfest anyway? I'm sure some of you know them even better than me. These events split players into 2 sides and pit them against each other in 4-on-4 matches for a limited time. Each Splatfest has a polarizing theme, leaving players with one option: pick a side and
Oh, I already know what this is.
compete to win in turf war. May the freshest
Didn't they
win.
do one where it's like Autobots versus Decepticons?
You can fight alongside your friends on the same team.
Okay. This is basically the same thing. Can you just end this? I want this to end. I want this torture to end.
Now, before you go, I have this little video for you. I don't know how or why it exists, and yet, here it is.
Okay. Wait. Like, I need to
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer. This is so much cancer that I can feel the tumors growing on my back. And it's way down heavy on me, and it's not okay. Can you help a nigga out and just stop this? Please?
Why are these people even dancing to this? Goodbye. I just end this, Nintendo. Mario, I see you in the bottom right corner. Please, just make this end, Mario. Make this end, Mario. Why am I watching this? What is my life boiled down to? What is my life boiled down to? Please. Please tell me. What has my life boiled down to? What is this anymore? What is this anymore? I don't want to get this game. But I have to. Most people will kill me on YouTube. And I don't want to die. So I have to play this game. Why? This is torture. Please kill me. Kill me. Now. I want dead. I swear, if they release a test fire, I'm gonna die. If they're like Splatoon 2, the global test fire 2. I will die. Oh. Yes! It's over! It's over! Yes! I don't know what this video was, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and like all my videos right now, because I had to go through this torture. They literally just replaced Calvin Marie. I was fine with Calvin Marie. And I was like, okay. It looked kind of cringe, but not that cringe. That was cringe. That's pure cringe. If you take that thing, whatever that thing was like, take that, smush it into a ball about this big, you would probably create a black hole. But if you take it and just take out all the juices, there's gonna be no juices because it's all cringe. Cringe. And if you drink that, your face will literally sink into the inside of your skull. Okay, that's a little bit too weird. But that's what will happen. Do not I don't want this game. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!